Kumusta mga katropa? Welcome back sa Politika Unraveled. Ako ang inyong host, #WalkWithLan. At ngayon, we're diving deep into the juiciest political drama sa Pilipinas. Ang agawan ng kapangyarihan sa Senado at ang impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Grabe no? Parang teleserye pero mas magulo. To my kababayan in the US, Canada, Dubai, Hong Kong, at lahat ng OFW sa buong mundo, this one's for you. Kailangan nyo malaman ang ganap sa bayan. Imagine this ha, isang araw nagigising ka tapos biglang may balita ang Senado nagkakagulo. Si Senate President Chis Escudero parang direktor ng pelikula, inilipat ang impeachment trial ni Sara Duterte mula June 2 to 11. Bakit? Sabi niya, kailangan daw i-prioritize ang 12 priority bills bago mag-adjourn ang 19th Congress. Pero teka, mga katropa, smells fishy, di ba? Parang may script sa likod ng eksena. At eto pa, si Senator Bato de la Rosa, tropa ni Tamba, hmm, biglang may resolution na, hindi po yung tropa ni Tamba, ni Tambaloslos. Biglang may resolusyon na i-dismiss ang impeachment case. Ano ito? Fast and Furious? Senate edition? Pero seryoso mga kaibigan, this is more than just a chismis. It's all about power, accountability, at kung paano naapektuhan ang bawat Pilipino, lalo na kayong mga OFW na nagpapakahirap abroad para sa pamilya. Kaya naman mga katropa, hit that subscribe button, i-like at i-comment at i-share sa inyong mga kababayan sa Quezon City, Dubai, Sydney at Los Angeles. If you're feeling generous, send us a super thanks para maipagpatuloy natin ang ganitong content. Sige na, para sa bayan, let's unpack this political serye together. Tara na. Let's start with the agawan ng kapangyarihan sa Senado. Si Senate President Chis Escudero, the man in the hot seat, is facing backlash. Pero bakit nga ba? Context muna mga katropa. The Senate President isn't just a title. It's a position of power na nagkokontrol ng legislative agenda, budget discussions, at maging ang impeachment trials. Parang chess master. Pero sa politika, on one hand, Escudero's supporter says he's just doing his job, prioritizing bills like the Universal Healthcare Act at the Konektadong Pinoy Act. Sabi niya, these bills will help millions of Filipinos from Manila to Davao. Fair point, di ba? Pero critics like Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel argue na itong delay sa impeachment trial ni Sara Duterte ay labag sa Senate rules. Sabi ni Pimentel, once the House sends the impeachment complaint, the Senate must convene as an impeachment court. No ifs, no buts. So ano ang laban? Si Escudero parang naglalaro ng Among Us. Sabi niya, I'm just doing tasks. Pero ang oposisyon, sus, impostor ka. Humor aside, this delay raises questions. Is Escudero protecting Sara Duterte? Or is he genuinely prioritizing legislation? Let's dig deeper. Picture this, sa isang plenary session sa Senado, nakaupo si Escudero, kalmado pero pressured. Sa kabilang banda, ang House of Representatives led by Speaker Martin Romualdez, galit na galit. Sabi ni Gabriela Representative Arlene Broses, wag natin i-divert ang issue. Kailan ba talaga magsisimula ang trial? Parang teleserye showdown, di ba? Pero seryoso, this tension between the Senate and House is a symptom of a bigger problem, the Marcos Duterte feud. For our OFWs in Riyadh, Toronto, at Singapore, this isn't just local chismis. The Senate's actions affect foreign investment, economic stability, at maging ang remittances ninyo. Kung magulo ang politika, investors might shy away. And that's bad news for our economy, so stay woke mga katropa. Ano sa tingin ninyo? Is Escudero playing fair or is he dodging the impeachment bullet for Sara? Drop your thoughts sa comment section, lalo na kayong nasa Dubai at Sydney. Don't forget to like and share para marinig ang boses natin worldwide. Now, let's talk about the main event, the impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte. Grabe, parang boxing match ito Pero sa Senado, the House impeached Sara last February 5 for serious charges. culpable violation of the Constitution. Okay. Yan, betrayal of public trust, graft and corruption, and high crimes. Big words, bigger stakes. Ano nga ba ang mga allegations na ito? Okay, breakdown po natin. No? Allegedly, Sara mismanaged funds sa office of the Vice President. Kung totoo, milyong-milyong piso ang pinag-uusapan dito. Okay, questions about her assets, saan galing best? Okay, the most explosive charge, her alleged threat to assassinate President Marcos Jr. Grabe, no? Parang plot ng Netflix series. This is the catch-all charge. Pero seryoso, it's about whether she's fit the lead or to lead. On Sara's side, she denies all charges and even said she's looking forward to the trial for a bloodbath. Savage, di ba? Her allies like Senator Bato de la Rosa argue na the impeachment is pure politicking, a Marcos-led vendetta against the Dutertes, pero ang prosecution led by folks like Representative Leila de Lima insists na the evidence is overwhelming. Sabi ni De Lima, the delays are a tactic to scuttle the trial. Sino ang paniniwalaan natin? Ang impeachment na ito parang Pinoy Big Brother. Lahat gustong malaman ang T. Pero ang mga housemates, senators ayaw mag-open ng nomination. Si Bato drafting resolutions to dismiss the case, parang gustong i-evict ang trial bago pa magsimula. Pero sabi ni former Senate President Franklin Drilon, the Senate can finish the trial before June 30 if they want to. Talaga? So bakit ang bagal? So isang araw sa UP Diliman, may mural na lumabas Convict Sara Duterte sa social media. Nag-viral ng hashtag Impeach Sara Now. Pero sa kabilang banda, ang DDS, Duterte Diehard Supporters Movement, lalo na sa Davao, galit na galit. Sabi nila, si Sara ang tunay na bida. This divide is tearing the nation apart. Mga katropa, and it's up to us to stay informed. Sa tingin ninyo, guilty ba si Sara or is this just a political witch hunt? I-comment nyo yan sa baba lalo na kayong nasa Cebu, Abu Dhabi at San Francisco. Hit that super thanks button if you want more deep dives like this. So speaking of DDS, let's talk about the Duterte diehard supporters. Sila ang mga loyalista na kahit anong mangyari, Team Sara pa rin. No? Pero teka, bakit nga ba sila galit na galit sa impeachment? And how does this affect public sentiment? According to an Okta research survey, 78% of Filipinos want Sara to face the impeachment trial to clear her name. Grabe 78%. That's a huge number from Quezon City to General Santos. Pero ang DDS, they see this as an attack on their idol. Sa X, may mga posts na nagsasabing the Senate is scared to push through dahil baka ma-acquit si Sara. Totoo kaya? Ang DDS parang fandom ng K-pop group. Super loyal, may hashtag pa. Pero seryoso their influence is no joke. They're rallying online, sa Davao rallies at maging sa Hong Kong at Jeddah, kung saan maraming OFW supporters. Pero ang tanong, can this noise drown out the calls for accountability? Parang battle yan, no? Parang battle sa karaoke, di ba? Okay, for our kababayans in Japan, Qatar at Australia, this DDS movement matters because it shapes how the Philippines is seen abroad. A divided nation looks weak to investors, allies, at maging sa international community. Kaya nga, mga katropa, kailangan natin maging critical thinkers. Are you a team DDS or team impeachment? Drop your thoughts sa comment section, lalo na kayong nasa Toronto, Milan, at Riyadh. Share this video sa inyong mga kaibigan abroad para ma-update sila sa ganap. So ano na ang next? Will the impeachment trial push through on June 11 or will it spill over the 20th Congress? Spoiler alert, it's complicated. Let's break it down. The Constitution says, the Constitution says the Senate must convene as an impeachment court once the House sends the complaint. Sabi ni UP Law Professor Maria Ella Atienza, this is about accountability, not politics. The 19th Congress ends on June 30 and the 20th Congress starts on July 28 with new senators. Some like Escudero say the new Congress decides if the trial continues. Pero sabi ni former Justice Adolfo Ascuna, the trial can carry over. So sino ang tama? Okay, groups like the Tindig Pilipinas, Caritas Philippines, and the DLSU are pushing hard for the trial. Sabi nila, justice delayed is justice denied. Tama ba sila, mga katropa? Ang Senado parang telenovela na walang ending. Si Escudero, walang direktor ha. Lagi nagsasabing, cut, next scene. Pero ang audience, kayo, kami, ang mga Pilipino gustong-gusto ng closure. At kailan ba matatapos itong drama na ito? Okay, sa isang rally sa Quezon City, may mga estudyante mula sa UP at DLSU. Hawak ang mga placard, impeach Sara now. Pero sa kabilang parte ng bayan, sa Davao, may mga DDS supporters na nagsasabing, si Sara ang pag-asa namin. Okay, this divide isn't just political. It's personal for many Filipinos, lalo na sa mga OFW na umaasa sa stable government para sa kanilang remittances. For kababayans in London, Dubai, at Singapore, this political chaos affects your lives directly. A stable Philippines means better job opportunities, stronger peso, at mas magandang future para sa inyong pamilya. Kaya stay engaged, mga katropa. Sa tingin ninyo, matutuloy ba ang impeachment trial o mauudlot na naman? Comment below, lalo na kayong nasa Iloilo, Los Angeles at Doha. Hit that subscribe button and send a super thanks to keep this channel alive. Whew! What a ride. Mga katropa, no? We've unpacked the agawan ng kapangyarihan sa Senado, the Sara Duterte impeachment saga at ang galit ng DDS. Grabe, no? Parang roller coaster ng politika. Pero seryoso, this is about more than just chismis. It's about accountability, the rule of law at ang future ng ating bayan. Ito yung mga takeaways natin. Si Escudero's delay sa impeachment trial, legit ba o may hidden agenda? Ang charges kay Sara Duterte, seryoso, pero kailangan ng trial para patunayan. The DDS movement is loud, pero 78% of Pinoys want a trial. Sino ang mananalo? For our OFWs in Saudi, Canada at Australia, this affects your remittances, your families, at ang image ng Pilipinas abroad. Kaya naman mga katropa, let's keep the conversation going. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, at i-share sa inyong mga kababayan sa Dubai, Toronto, Sydney, at lahat ng sulok ng mundo. If you learned something today, send us a super thanks para may pagpatuloy natin ang ganitong content. Para sa bayan mga kaibigan, sa huli, ang politika natin parang sine. Ayan. Parang sine, may drama, may aksyon, pero ang ending nasa kamay natin, nasa kamay natin. Stay informed, stay critical, at magtulungan tayo para sa mas magandang Pilipinas. Salamat sa panonood at see you sa next episode.